Hi, I'm Amanda Skelton, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'd like to show you how to make this card. So this is a really nice snowflake card, perfect for the Christmas season. And if you can see here, you've got these lovely sections here. So this is a die that partially cuts out, so it doesn't cut it out completely, and it just leaves this lovely detail. So you've got this really nice 3D effect. And then underneath I've put some mirror cards. I've got some silver and gold card to put underneath, so it just makes it shine up nicely, and you can see them then behind these other sections, which is really nice. So I'm going to use the Joyful Flurry stamp set to do the sentiment, although I'm going to do a different sentiment, but it is off of here, and to do the background stars. And then I'm using the matching frosted flurry dies to make this detail on the front as well. So I'm going to be using a selection of these. So all of these are partial die cuts, but this one will go around. I think it's this one. I think it's that one that will go around. See that one? I think it's that one. Yeah, it'll go around that one, so you can actually make it as a top if you want to, so you can actually take the whole thing out. So yes, you've got lots of nice stars there. Not stars, snowflakes. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So what you'll need is some coloured card. I think I'm using Lovely Lipstick. Am I using Lovely Lipstick? I think I'm using Lovely, which is actually a retired one, but it's a really nice colour. Or if not, you could do something like Melon Mambo. So you need basically half a piece of A4, so A5, and then scored in half there. Then you need another piece of card, and that needs to measure about 3 6/8 by 5 5/8. So that I've done it just slightly smaller than the actual card base. I don't know if you can see that there, just slightly smaller. And then a piece of card, I'm using mirror card, I'm using gold on this example because it looks quite nice behind it. And that needs to measure just a little bit less. Again, I'm not doing it as a, if you want to, you could make it bigger and you could have it as an edge, but I'm not doing it on this one. So you just want that to be a bit smaller, and that's 3 5/8 by 5.5 inches. So you just want it so it doesn't sort of stick out from behind. But like I said, you can always do it bigger if you want to, and you could have it as an edge. So you can do it either way, really. So, but what I wanted to show you today is this technique of this partial die cut. Okay, so first thing you want to do is get your let me just get a piece of paper actually. Just get a piece of very used card paper background. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same colour as the actual card. So like I said, I think I'm using Lovely Lipstick here, but no, it might be Melon Mambo. Anyway, I'm going to use the same colourway. Even though it's the same colour, it will go on darker. So I'm going to be using this small star here. You can use the different stars if you want to, but I'm just going to use the little star because I'm going to use the bigger star for the, still not a star, it's still a snowflake. I'm going to use the bigger snowflakes for the cutouts. So I'm just going to randomly stamp these on. So you don't need to be so accurate about this. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure that's closed properly. So that's that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut this panel with these snowflakes. So let me go with my die machine. So let's start here. And I'm going to use, so there are 3 dies that use that partial aperture. These 3 here. This one has sort of got hearts on it, so you might not want to use that if it's not for somebody particularly that you, but I say it's hearts, it's not, it's more like leaves really, but I keep seeing hearts on it. So it's entirely up to you which you want to use. So I'm going to do one in the top right hand corner and one in the bottom left, and I'm going to leave space here for the sentiment. So in this set here, you also have 2 of this same one. Now these are total cutouts, so they provide this cutout here, which is quite nice because then you can really see the mirror card behind it. And when you cut them out, keep hold of them, and I add on those as another detail as well. So you get 2 of the same. You get 2 of those dies in the set, so at least you can do them both at the same time. And because this is going to be my sentiment, I'm just making sure I'm leaving enough space. Actually, I might do it that way, so I've definitely got space. Okay, so that one's not to cut, that one's for my sentiment in a minute. I'm just working out where I want to place my other ones, so that's where those are going to go. Okay, so that can go through. So we have 2 full die cuts here. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so you can see there and then. So what you can do is just from behind, you can just push these out, or you can get a pokey tool if you want. But you can just poke those out so that they give you your aperture to see the colour that's going to be behind it in a minute. And what I would suggest is you pull them up quite a long way, because then you're going to be putting it in a card to send it, so you want to make sure that it gives as much of the effect as possible. Okay, so you can just do that, just oh, I didn't realise that there's tiny little dots here, so poke those through, and also in here as well. That gives a bit more view down to the silver or gold behind it as well. Okay, so again, I'm just gently lifting all of these up. And make sure you don't get too close to the edges on these dies, because you want it to be inside, you don't want it to be off the edge. Okay, so I've got the 2 pieces that I took out as well here. Okay, so what you want to do now is get your gold card, and that should, like I said, that should be slightly smaller than your front piece of card. Now what I suggest you do is add glue to this, because you want to avoid any of these sections that you want to lift up. Okay, so I'm just going to add a piece here across the top. Just gently, if you want to use liquid glue so that you can be a little bit more precise with it, but you just want to make sure that you avoid. And then I would have that down, put your gold or silver on top, or coloured, and I would put it that way so you can make sure that you're not overlapping it. Okay, so there you can see the really nice gold, and these are not stuck, so you can still lift these up to your heart's content. Okay, you'll probably have to do it again once it comes to once you've stuck this onto your base. Is that going to come up, or have I managed to glue it? Oh, there you go. But that's what you want to be careful, otherwise if you get glue underneath them, obviously they won't lift up, because they'll be stuck down. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to die cut a piece of white card and to do my sentiment. So I'm just going to put my die machine again. going to die cut first, and then I'm going to stamp, because I think it'll be easier to line it up that way. But you can do it either way. If you'd rather stamp first, you can. Okay, and this time I'm going to use the Let It Snow, sentiment out of here. I did the Joyful Wishes before on this card, which I think is nice, but it's quite a scripty font and it's quite a detailed thing, so I think to me it just is probably too much. At my workshop yesterday, one lady did the Joyful Wishes but just did it in a circle, and I think that probably looked better just because it was just a little bit less fussy, really. It wasn't quite so busy. So I'm going to use the lovely lipstick again. I'm going to, that's there, straight away. I think I'm going to do it there because it's probably widest there. There you go. And I think that looks nicer because it's just a little bit more clean and simple. Okay, so now it's time to finally assemble everything. So I've got my card base, and then I'm going to just put glue on the back of my panel here. So I'm going to centre that. If you want to, you can raise it with sticky pads if you want to. Okay. Now you can, because that is actually smaller than the base, you can actually get away with having that slightly off if you need to, but I've left enough space there, so that's fine. Make sure that's the right way up. So I'll put that there. And then I've got these two, so I'm going to add these on. I don't know if I might just add one. Ooh. I think I might just add that one there. I don't think I'm going to add the other one because there isn't really space. So it just adds a bit of detail and it just makes, just got that one for later. So there you have it. Really nice card. Quite a simple one to do, this one. Just need a couple of layers. And it's just really nice to have that detail and get that colour from behind it with your gold card. I think I must have got a bit of glue under there because it keeps sticking back. So you can just keep going around once you've actually attached it all. Just lift all your layers up and it just becomes a really nice detailed card. So there we have it. Really nice card using the Joyful Flurry stamps and the Frosted Flurry dies which match. Really nice card that you can make. Hope you've enjoyed that. As always, you can find the details and products at www.amandascraftedcards.stampinup.net, or you can leave a message on this YouTube video. Hope you've enjoyed it and I shall see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.